Well, as we're sitting now, we're sitting on day 6, 7, something like that. Still playing around with this microphone, trying to get you better sound. And as you can see, I moved my sacrificial piece to the side, a different piece, and I added a little piece to the top, and I tied it in with a wire because I wanted to get, remember I told you it's directional on how this wants to pull everything away. So we're going to get it out, we're going to hose it off, clean it up, and see what we're looking like. If anything, what I might have to do is flip the block, because what's in the upper side of the cylinder walls and in the lifter valley in there and the lifters themselves, because I think for the bottom side, about as much is going to come off as this will allow. So if anything, after I clean it off, I might end up having to flip it over, put it back in, give it another day or so, and see what we're looking like. So let's see if I can make a mess again trying to get this out, since every time I try to get it out, I kind of drop it usually 2 or 3 times, splash it everywhere, get the floor coated. I'll usually end up having it on myself. So I got my good coat on here today. And I did figure out last time, got me one of my hooks. I can slip this right in the back of the block, put the chain to it, and it allows me to pick it out easier. So I'm gonna try it, and hopefully this time I don't drop it. So let's check it out. Instead of cleaning this one up the other day, which is sitting in a leaky one, you can see here, look at the holes that it's corroded into it. That was the first piece I started out with. And let's take a look at this one. You always want to remember, never have your sacrificial piece touch the piece you want to clean. But I've actually pulled this out before and scraped it off and cleaned it up and put it back in. Some nasty stuff. And a word of caution for you, I think I'm going to go in and get my gloves. It doesn't burn you when it gets on your skin here, but man, does it dry your hands out something fierce. Every time I get on my skin, lotion after lotion, it usually takes 2-3 days until my hands start feeling normal again. So, just a word of caution for you. Check out them spiffy gloves. Whoa! Falling off the tractor. And I made a mess. Happens every time. Okay, now, as you can see, that would probably, yeah, see, look, that would hose right off. Everything's on the surface. Freeze galleys look all right. A lot coming out of coolant passages. That's what I was really focusing on. You can see it actually pulled a lot of carbon off of the pistons. You see this one's cracked. That's a crack that I did trying to get them out. That one's cracked that I did trying to get it out. I don't think I got to this one yet, so I didn't damage this one. But got a little bit of a ridge here. So it definitely needs a bore, but the point of this is to see if we can, if the block is even savable, which I believe it is. You can see it pulled a lot of rust out of the cylinder walls. I actually think I won't have to put this back in. Well, let's look at the lifter. These lifters were really corroded in there. I mean, I'm sure they're still stuck, and I'm gonna have a good time getting them out, but you can still see some up here. Still corroded a little bit up in there. Like I said, it's directional. I guess I can flip it and it'll get all this out. You can see it's a little bit inside the bores. But, you know, I'm trying to spin in some sun here. You can see, stay over here, damn it. It's a little bit in the bores yet, but it has pulled a lot, and I mean a lot, off. Let's even clean the hook on my chain. So I guess I will have to set this down, give her a spin. You can see the pressure washer taking some paint off. It's got a lot more. It sounds like a Volkswagen, but a Honda or something. But anyway, back to losing my train of thought here. I think I'm gonna have to spin it, let it get a little bit more. See, that's why I put that piece over top of this, to pull some out of the back end here. And a lot of this you could actually just brush and it'll come off. But no matter where I stand here, I keep getting blasted in the face, which for me is not a fun time. Oh, piece of plastic. Damn it. Oh, come on now. There we go. I got it. Anyway, I guess I'll give this a flip. Throw her back in the juice. That way I can get a little bit extra. Maybe I might not flip it today. Tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to get me out a can WD-40 here, because this will flash rust really fast. Look at the corrosion on the crank just from sitting out here for, it's drying. Maybe for today, I'll just douse everything up. I'll roll it around inside there, get all the water out, and I'll just douse it all down with WD-40 and PB. Let it sit overnight and tear into it tomorrow, see what I can get out. And if I have to re-dip it in some more electrolysis, I can. So this is not to replace having a machine shop dip this. I still think it will need to be dipped. This is just to clean it up enough so I can get it apart, inspect the block. If the block's good, then it can go to the machine shop. They can dip it, do their thing, and then we can decide if we need 30 over or whatnot, 30 thousandths over, 40 thousandths over. I mean, as of right now, the block is not looking bad, provided I can get everything apart. I don't see no spider webbing or no cracks. So I believe the block is savable. which is my end goal here. As long as I can save the block, I'd really like to save the crank, but I don't know about that. I'm sure they can clean it up, but we'll see. Okay, give you a quick update here. I have flipped it. Flipped and sprayed. As you can see, all that's come out of it. The cylinder walls are definitely looking a lot better. I know it's hard to see on camera, but hopefully you can see it. The rust is out of the cylinder walls at least. You can see the pitting that's in it, so it's definitely going to need some kind of overbore. It will need flipped. There's still a lot of rust down here in the valley trays. You can see it's pretty crusty yet. The front half, not so much. Up here, this is actually pretty decent. But back here, remember I said it was directional. So everything was wanting to go that way. So whatever's closest, it wants to clean. Farthest, it doesn't want to. So I will have to flip the block and re-dip it again. But I got it sprayed up. I'm going to leave it sit out overnight. Sprayed. Then maybe with a little bit of heat and a whole lot of luck and a whole lot of hammering, I'm going to be able to get the rest of these, well, get the pistons out, maybe even the lifters, hopefully. The lifters can get it completely disassembled here. That's my end goal here. I'm going to need a lot of luck for it, but good news is the rust, I know it's pretty hard to see here, but this is where rust was, and I'm actually able, I mean, with the WD-40 and stuff in there, I can rub, well, help if I'm videotaping it, I can rub and get that a lot smoother here. So I believe I'll be able to get everything out. I'm hoping anyway. So right now for tonight here, I'm just gonna leave it soak up, see if I can get any more parts of it, get it farther disassembled. Hopefully I can. And then if I can get it completely disassembled, I probably won't dip it again to get the last little bit of this rust out, just because I'll end up with a machine shop dipping it at some point anyway for 85 bucks, whatever it cost. That's provided if I can get everything out. If I can't get everything out, it goes back inside my tank. Now, no matter how nasty this water looks, remember, it still has the stuff in it. It's actually still good to go. Now, there's nothing wrong with this water. But worst comes to worst, I can't get everything out of it tomorrow. She goes back in there. And here's another tidbit for you. This would actually work a lot better if this was warm. You know, right now this is probably sitting at 35 degrees, 40 degrees, just because ambient temperature outside. But it would actually work a whole lot better and be faster if it was warmed up. So I mean, if you rigged up a heater element from a water heater or something in this, or it was maybe in the middle of summer when the water can sit out here at 90 degrees, obviously, you know, if you can get it, I'm going to say 120, 130, heck, even 140 would really be ideal. It would work way faster, way quicker. Just how, you know, with what I put in it, grease lightning, or I don't know what I put in it, something, whatever cleaner I put in it, it would actually help that cleaner along as well. And probably every little bit of this stuck on carbon or other rust and I mean, I think most of the grease is off of it, but it would actually come off a lot better if that tub was warm. So if you can do it in the summertime, it'd probably be a lot better, a lot more ideal. Because out here, I mean, I've had nights where it's been below freezing, but that has enough activity in it and enough water in it, it hasn't froze. But I guess I'll let you back to it. So thanks again for watching, and see you later.